everyone, this is Star, and I want to give an update on the pregnancy. Everything is going really good. I am 18 weeks and 3 days, and time is flying by so fast. I just had a doctor's appointment the other day, so I'll go over that, but I haven't done a video since I was 13 weeks. So I just want to zip through what kind of happened over the course of those weeks. I've had, I think, 3 doctor's visits since then. 2 with the high risk, and then, sorry if that shows up on my Facebook notification, whatever. I don't know if that showed up on the video, but so it's been, 3 visits, 2 with the high risk, 1 with the OB, and the last one, now let's go back to, I was 14 weeks, and I went in, they did an ultrasound. I have pictures from that one. Let's see if I can, let's see. I think that's the baby's arm going up to its face. That's it, just laying there. And another one, let's see. Just a good little profile view. So that was 14 weeks. That went good. They basically went over some blood work. They did a full workup on my clotting factor, and I did test negative for all of the genetic ones. There was one thing that I tested for. It was some MTHR type thing. I don't even know. They said it wasn't the major one, but it doesn't matter. I've had a clot before, so they're keeping me on the Lovenox, which I hate because they hurt and they sting and they bruise and it's terrible. But anyway, so that went well. Then they told me they would send me back in 4 weeks. So my 16-week checkup, I went to the OB, and we didn't do an ultrasound. She just did she did the Doppler, felt around on my uterus, and she did a PAP, which I did not know was optional. I just thought it was, a basic procedure, but if I would have known it was optional, I would not have done it. I didn't, because you bleed a little bit afterward, and just the pain. I had a pap smear. I had a pap smear last year already, and they already said that you don't need one every year these days if you have a normal one. So, yeah, that I just didn't like that at all. So, I would have passed on the pap. But everything else looked good. Sorry, my heating unit turned on and it was really loud. I was sitting right by it, so I wanted you to be able to hear me. But yeah, so my last appointment, which was the other day, they already told me that Wednesday I turned 18 weeks. So they already told me that if the baby cooperated, that they would be able to tell the sex of the baby. So that was exciting. So this whole time, I'm trying to plan a gender reveal, just hoping that the baby cooperated. And so I went in, did my ultrasound. When we first got there, the baby was literally curled up in a ball. I didn't even know they could curl up so tight. It was so curled up. I don't know. I feel like I don't know if you can feel when it curls up like that, but sometimes I feel heavier in spots. I don't know if that happens as a result from when they curled up. So I've been feeling a lot of heaviness and every now and then. So I don't know if that's when it curls up or not. But anyway, so when we get in, she was like, I don't know, this baby is just curled up. I don't know if it's going to cooperate today. And so she was just going to get as many measurements as she can, and so she started, pressing around and measuring what she could. and finally the baby straightened all the way out. Um, and my husband was there, and she was like, well, now's the time that I'm going to try to get a picture of the sex of the baby. And she was like, do you want to know? And I was like, no, I want you to write it down in an envelope. I'm going to take it to the bakery, and we're going to have a cake, a gender reveal cake. But my husband, who I begged not to look, did anyway. Oh, that just ticks me off. Anyway, so he knows the sex of the baby, and I don't. But they got a good picture. Everything else looked good. The heart was looking good. She didn't want to do the full 20-week gender scan because the baby's still kind of small. But she got, she did measure its skull and its weight. It's 8 ounces at 18 weeks. I'm still measuring 17 weeks and 6 days. So I have a little, she didn't give me really good pictures this time, but I do have a picture of the little foot and the other foot leaning into the other foot. And this is a scary view. This is it's the front view. So that's its skull, and it's laying over on its side and chilling in there. Said the placenta looks good, cervix looks good. I do have a posterior placenta. So she said all that looks good, and I will go back in 3 weeks for the big gender, not gender scan, but the anatomy scan. So that's gonna be fun. And I do want to go back a little bit to talk about symptoms throughout, since I was 13 weeks. I didn't start feeling better until my 14th or 15th week. I thought it was gonna ease up around 12 or 13, but it was definitely late 14, 15 where the nausea started going away. The cramping, I didn't have as much cramping, and I did start getting headaches, really, really, really bad headaches, and I was tough them out at first, and then I talked to my doctor about it, and she was like, do not be scared to take Tylenol. So there is a couple times where I have taken half a Tylenol. I didn't want to, but it was better for me to do that instead of suffer. So I also noticed my appetite increase around 15 weeks, and 14, 15 weeks. I started getting hungrier and could eat more. I also noticed my boobs stopped hurting as much around week 13. I don't know if it was because that's when I was kind of all the extra progesterone was out in my system, or just going into the second trimester, but they weren't as tender. They were still really heavy, but my boobs didn't really start getting bigger until I'd say 16 weeks. And then my areola is definitely a lot darker, because I heard that happens earlier on, but like I said, everybody was talking about how their breasts were getting a lot bigger way earlier than mine did, but they're definitely caught up. They're there. Let's see, the last couple of weeks I've also, instead of the cramping and stuff, I've started feeling a lot of stretching and tightness in my stomach. It's starting to itch a lot, terribly. So I did start using the bio oil, and then I also have cocoa butter and shea butter. So I use kind of anything really. Since I work for MAC, there's in the cosmetic department, there's a clearance counter, and they have stretch mark cream. So if I'm at work and I'm itching, I'll take some of that and use some of that. Um, but yeah, so now then within week 17 and 18, like I said, I've started feeling a little bit. The baby's definitely moving. I started feeling that around, um, I'd say 15 weeks, and I didn't know if that's what it was at first because it was very periodic, and it almost felt like a like popcorn popping, or just like a really quick, something. And I was having a lot of gas at that time, so I was like, I don't really know. I think it is, but around 16 weeks, I started feeling it a little bit more. And then week 17, I knew for sure it was the baby moving. Um, and now I kind of know the patterns of, it moves a lot when I get up, or if I'm in a certain position, um, at night or after I eat a meal. So I look for that to make sure I can feel the baby moving. Um, but yeah, I've been feeling pressure and stuff as well. But overall, I just feel so much better. Each week that goes on, I feel like I've been feeling just a lot, um, a lot better compared to what I went through in the first trimester. So I think that's all my little notes about the progression of since week 13. I don't want the video to get too long, so I just wanted to catch up on how everything has been. So I will definitely, let's see, was it 3 weeks from now, and I'll have my anatomy scan, and I'll have lots of good pictures from that. My gender reveal is Tuesday. I might even do a video after that. We're going to have a dinner at my husband is a sous chef for like this for a restaurant here in Nashville. So we're gonna have the dinner there, and I'm just gonna bring the cake there. I didn't feel like getting my house ready. Um, Even though I'm feeling better, I still like to get my rest, and I did not feel like getting my house all together and all that good stuff. So I have my little envelope waiting upstairs, and I will take that to the bakery Monday and get the cake made. And Tuesday is the big day, and I am so excited. Everybody wants it to be a girl. I don't have a preference, but I have a gut feeling that it's been a boy. So, but I don't know. We'll see. I'm so excited. So, so, so excited. Um, so hopefully I can maybe even do a clip of us cutting the cake. So that'll be fun. I think that's pretty much everything. I feel like it's so much time has went by. I probably have left a lot of things out, but I just don't want the video to be too long. So if you have any questions, just leave me a comment, and I'll be back soon. All right, thanks. I feel like I always forget to do a belly shot. So I went back and looked at the video. I was like, oh, I need to add that clip in. So if my dog will get out of my way. That's Leah, everybody. Hold on, let's. Leah. There she goes. But anyway, here we go. See if I can get a good, without dropping this. Let's see. I might be able to go over here to the mirror and you can see better. No. Okay. There we go. That's the bump.